It's a collaboration between myself, my partner John, and a woman named Esther, who's an interior designer. So basically, I took elements of things, places I'd worked, bars I'd been to, hotels, um, even like a train car that I liked that I saw one time, and decided to kind of collaborate. I wanted it to be dark, classy, welcoming, but also like a little bit sleazy. You know what I mean? Like a little bit like not Vegas, but like you feel like you could be like in a hotel bar somewhere in Midtown in like the 50s. You know what I mean? And the whole idea was like build it fancy and let it get beat up. I never really liked spaces that have been antiqued. You know what I mean? Like faux antiquing just pisses off. Something like when you'll buy a guitar and it's like has like a rub mark on it, like someone's been playing it but it hasn't been played. Or you go to a spot that has like tchotchkes from all over the world, but the tchotchkes have nothing to do with people who own this place. It's just bought items. It's like I really like spaces that have spirit rubbed into them. There's no English word for it, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like about like that handmade quality. Like, oh, I inherited my dad's my dad's car. There's a why, because the car's a spirit of its own. It's like, oh, my brother gave me a pocket knife. Oh, this cast iron skillet is 100 years of my family. So my whole intent with the place was, after I'm dead and gone, I want the place to have its own spirit. And when designing, I was like, I need materials that were strong and kind of heavy enough that they could last a long time. But two, I figured that it's like, you know what, this is Bushwick. And Bed-Stuy, for the most part, was like, if everybody else is kind of going do-it-yourself, kind of like kitschy, antiqued, and no discounting that. Everybody had a theme. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go on some real high post shit for the people, on some like flashy baller shit for the people, because I kind of want to blow minds. Because my intent with being over the top with like my decor, my finishes is when you come in, you're like, oh shit, I don't know who owns this place. What is this? What's happening? Why are we here? It feels too fancy. I don't want to be in here. Then they find out somebody black owns it, and they're like, oh shit, what kind of black man are you that you make a bar like this? And I was just like, so, you know what I mean? It's like, I wanted it to be like a statement. I didn't want to be like everybody else. And I kind of wanted, it was kind of a power move, but also it's like, if you're going to be black owned, it's like, do something people can be proud of. This is like, and also do something people want to act stupid in your spot, whatever. They're intimidated. They're like, this place is too nice to act crazy in. They'll never feel that we're disrespectful because the space is intimidating a little bit. So that was kind of my intent behind it. Like part style, part psychological, and part just things I'd love from all over the world. Like literally, I just wrote things down for years, like taking photos of fixtures, like tuck and roll thing. This is from a casino called the Red Lion in Reno, Nevada. It's a terrible place, but I love the bar because I was there one day and I leaned forward and my knees sunk in and my elbows were on the dip. And I was like, I could take a nap on this bar. It just took all the pain out my lower back because your knees are squishing in. I was like, when I get a bar, I'm doing that. And I was like, why is that corner so dark? I was like, that's for smooching and being shady. It's like, you have at least one shady corner in your spot for shadiness. Like, that's a shady corner. But it's all kind of functional.